The Statue of Liberty was inexplicably bleeding, and the wound was gradually rotting and emitting a foul odor. Police officers quickly rappelled up to examine the statue. Initially, he thought it was caused by a large bird strike. However, while cleaning the blood, he unexpectedly detected 12 different samples. The officer immediately sensed that things might not be so simple. So he went inside the statue to investigate and indeed found a female corpse. The victim was the security guard who had been on duty at the statue last night. Her head had been severed with a single cut. Even more bizarre, the killer had used glass adhesive to meticulously reattach the head. Just as the case became increasingly complex, the officers soon made another discovery. There was a telescope in the torch held by the statue. However, the telescope had been firmly fixed in place with wire, and there were obvious bloodstains near the coin slot. Jack suddenly thought of something and inserted a coin directly. To his horror, through the telescope, he saw a terrifying scene. A man was sitting on the rooftop of the building directly opposite, staring intently in their direction with an extremely eerie expression. The officers suspected this person was very likely the killer. What they didn't expect was that when they arrived at the man's location, they discovered he was also a corpse. Because embalming fluid had been injected into his major arteries before death, the body remained rigid, frozen in that position. Even stranger, when the police pulled open his clothes, they were shocked to find a prophetic message written on it: 2 more will die. The officers felt a chill down their spines. To prevent the prophecy from coming true, they immediately performed autopsies on both bodies. The coroner soon found a rusty small blade in the male corpse's esophagus. The blood on it matched one of the samples from the statue. Combined with the 2 holes in his neck, the coroner quickly determined that the killer had inserted 2 tubes into his neck, drained all the blood, then injected embalming fluid. The extracted blood had been splashed onto the statue. Additionally, what bound the telescope wasn't wire but an aged piano string made from high-end materials. Based on its trigger point and wear pattern, they could roughly determine it was from the last white key of a piano. Just as the details were becoming clearer, a waterlogged severed arm was delivered to the police station.